Hi, in this lesson, we're going to take a look at serializing the date using the date and time functions in Excel. Excel uses a serialized number format for dates, and it starts at January 1st, 1900. That is, to Excel, day one. Now, if we look at this first column, and we come over here, we're on our Home tab, and in the Numbers section, you will see it is formatted in the general format. In fact, when we look, it means that that is no specific format. And every blank cell in a new workbook is formatted the same in that general style. Now, when you add a date, Excel will change that. It recognizes a date and will change it to the date format. If we look here, we started with that January 1st, 1900. We come back over here to our number formats, and in fact, it is the short date format that it applied. Now, let's go ahead, let's add a few more. And we have the first 10 days of that serialized number, January 1st, 1900 through January 10th, 1900. Now, if we change the format of these dates from date back to general, it gives us numbers. Remember that January 1st, 1900 is day one to Excel, and so forth. So the second is day two, the third is day three, and so it goes. Now, if we change these back to the date format, and actually let's take the long date format, you'll see we can get that date back. Excel recognizes either the long or short date format or that serialized number. And this is handy if you're trying to do things with formulas using date and time. Now, let's go to our Formulas tab, and we're going to click on the date and time functions, and we're going to use the Now function. That's going to give us today's date and time. And right now, you'll see it is June 7th, 2022, 12:22 p.m. And if we change that back to the general format, it gives us that serialized date number. And we see that today is day 44,719. That's how many days past January 1st, 1900 that we are. But sometimes this serialized number isn't particularly useful or certainly hard to understand. I can't look at this and say it's June 7th without some help. Fortunately, Excel has functions that can help us with that. So we're going to go back to Formulas, Date and Time, and we're going to start by selecting the Day function. You'll see it's looking for that serial number, and it returns the day of the month as a number value from 1 to 31. We have to select our serial number, click OK, and it brings back 7 because today is the 7th day of the month. We can next select month, and you can probably guess what's going to happen here. It's going to bring back the number of the month. June is indeed the 6th month. And the same with year. It is the year 2022. Now, weekday is a little different. Let's go ahead and let's select weekday. Weekday allows us to choose where we want our week to start. Do we want it to go Sunday through Saturday or Monday through Sunday? If it's Sunday through Saturday, we have to type in the number 1. And it returns the value of 3, and that's correct because today is Tuesday. And if we started on Sunday, Sunday is day 1, Monday is day 2, Tuesday is day 3. Now, if we change it to 2, our week will start on Monday, and this will return 2 because Monday was day 1 and Tuesday was day 2. It'll give me the hour. Today is the 12th hour. Right now, we do the minute. I was putting that in the wrong cell. It is the 25th minute, and it can even do down to the second. So right now, or at least when I clicked on that, it was 12:25 and 20 seconds on June 6th, 2022. Now, this is volatile. This will change. If I save this workbook and opened it tomorrow, it would show the 8th day, and of course, the hour, minute, and seconds would all be different. In fact, if we come up here, keep an eye on that 20, but if I come up here and calculate now, it changed me to 53 seconds because, of course, the seconds have changed. In fact, if we should be long enough now, there we go. The minutes changed too. We're now at 26 minutes and 5 seconds, and that, of course, will keep changing. Now, let's take a look at column G. Column G is formatted as text. Every cell in here that has a date is formatted as text, not a date, not general. So Excel has not applied the serial number. And in fact, if I try to change this to general, nothing happens. Some companies use third-party applications, things that are not part of the Office suite, and they will have different ways of serializing and handling dates. If you have an application like a database that you export data out of and into Excel, you may find yourself in a situation like this where the dates are simply text and not date or serial format. This might be a problem if you're trying to use these dates in formulas in Excel. Fortunately, Excel has a function for us that can convert these back into that serialized date format. Let's go back to our date and time, and the one we're looking for is date value. And notice it's looking for the date text. So we'll choose that January 15, 1929 and click OK. And you see apparently January 15, 1929 was day 10,608. Excel now recognized this date text and serialized it for us. And if we autofill down, we can see that it worked on all of these. Now, we don't want the serial number. Let's say that we want the date back. All we have to do is change from the general format back to date. And we see that Excel did indeed change these text dates into the proper serialized dates. So now you know a little bit more about how Excel serializes dates, how to use those date, time, and that date value function. That's it for this lesson. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.